E ngā iwi tēnā koutou, good evening. It's only a matter of time until someone dies. That's the warning from those on the front line of the ram raid epidemic.
Police are taking it just as seriously, saying it's a tragedy waiting to happen, both for members of the public and the young offenders. Tom McRae reports.
Another night, another raid. Brazen, efficient and devastating. The owners of this store in Mount Roskill were too scared to go on camera, terrified they will be targeted again. Similar scenes play out every night right across the country. A group of 8 attempted to ram raid the Kaurilands gas station in Titirangi last night.
I'm feeling sick, man. It's getting hard. Business is down, hit. Everybody's struggling. I'm one of them.
The bollards put a stop to them getting inside, but still caused $3,000 worth of damage. On the other side of town, the Mairangi Bay dairy was also hit. In this case, they did get inside, stealing cash and vape products.
3 boys and 1 girl. They took almost 1 minute in the store. They broken the glass and cigarette cabinet.
And in Christchurch, this thirsty liquor storefront was completely smashed in. The owner says he thinks the offenders wanted to show off rather than steal anything.
It is an epidemic. A sense of lawlessness is gripping not just in Auckland but entire New Zealand, and this needs to be stopped.
On average, there are 40 ram raids every month. As well as becoming more common, they're also becoming more daring, like this hit on the Ormiston Town Centre Mall on Monday night. The sight of a terrified cleaner fleeing young offenders, a reminder of the danger they pose not just to property, but people too.
I'm afraid, later or sooner, somebody would get killed.
Police have the same concern.
It involves stealing cars, fleeing and driving into buildings. And one of the real worries we have is that it's a tragedy waiting to happen. We are actively investigating every offence.
The police minister insists the government is not soft on crime and police are properly resourced to deal with it.
They've got sufficient funding, they've got lots of people coming into the police. We're raising the number of police by 1,800.
Auckland Councillor Efeso says communities need to take responsibility and control of their young people too.
This is the manifestation of young men in particular who feel unloved and unwanted. And when this behaviour happens, it's because they're looking for friendship, food, camaraderie somewhere else.
When this is a nightly occurrence, someone needs to step up to put an end to it before the clean-up is more than just broken glass.
Tom, what else are the police doing to get these ram raids under control?
Well, they say there's been a definite spike since October last year, that police have what they need, they have the resources to deal with the problem, but that it isn't just up to them, that we as a society need to look at why 11 and 12-year-olds are out in the middle of the night in the first place. The parents need to take responsibility for their children, that store owners can put in things like bollards, that car owners can use they can use wheel locks, but those aren't really dealing with the crux of the problem. They're just preventative measures. Police also said that they've spoken to the big social media companies because they're seeing more and more of these young offenders posting and bragging about exactly what they're doing, their exploits online, and that is driving not just the number but also the nature of these ram raids. These young offenders are clearly seeking notoriety, and at this stage they're getting it too.
Tom, tēnā koe Tom McRae, live there from Central Auckland.